Alright, and here we are. So this is kind of a reaction video, but also a gameplay video. Kinda. So, as you can hear, and soon shall see when I move the stuff. Oh, my butt. God dang it. Sorry. Can you revolve the camera? No, that doesn't seem to be an option. I don't know why it's not, but yeah, we're going to be playing the demo of Shining Song Starnova. Yeah, I'm gonna be like flipping back and forth like that, so like be prepared. But yeah, my friend wanted me to react to this game. I've seen a little bit of it because I was gonna do a reaction video with a YouTuber, but like it was getting boring, so I was like, why? Well, let me just play the game myself because it makes more sense, you know? So that's what we're gonna do right now. So buckle in and yeah. Let's start the demo. That's the menu over the mouse over the left side of the screen. Interesting. Okay. Alright. A vast sea of neon glow sticks continued on to infinity. Attendees filled the performance. Interesting. Legions of otaku, dressed in bright pink robes, adorned with chainmails of pin buttons of their chosen idols, stood at the front row, anticipating the coming moment of rapture. I know about those moments. Alright, stop. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now, before the chaos begins. So yeah. Idol. That's my favorite song from BTS. The word originally referred to sculptures made of precious metals or wood worshipped by early humans' pious icons. But in more recent times, a new religion had usurped the old gods. A religion which erected its chapels of decadence in the holy land of Akihabara and levied tilth eagerly paid by men desperate to believe that a better place existed than their sad lots. It sounds like me on the daily, except I'm not a man. Oh my god! I'm blind, I'm not excited. The stage lights turned on. Enormous speakers boomed the new gospel as young girls clad in black and navy skirts and tops ran onto the stage. Alright guys, there's the girls right there. I don't know who they are, but I'm guessing they're important. You know, I'm gonna just play like this. Might as well. Actually, it doesn't really work like that. Actually, never mind. You know, I give up. I tried, alright? Are you ready? We proudly present the icon of Japanese entertainment, blacker than the night. You know what else is blacker than the night? Alright, let me stop. The mega unit at the center of the galaxy. All the stars revolve around us. We are Quasar. I don't freaking know how to pronounce that. Let me not even try. ... indeed. The crowd roared in a wild frenzy as their goddesses descended from the heavens. What the heck is this freaking dialogue? Grown men wept in shame, knowing that they had come down. They, without taint, had come down to cleanse the sinful, dirty, unworthy mass of humanity with their radiance. Radiance, my bad. Cleanse off! God dang, okay. The men raised their glow sticks on high, prepared to close their eyes, eternal, and rise skyward to salvation. For a band fam, like, come on. The era in which men prostrated themselves, not before calves of gold, but below the heels of girls singing shining songs had begun. It seems dumb, but alright. And here we are, a woman. She looking kinda... I was in a relationship. The woman shook her head as Quasar's quasars? I don't freaking know. New Year Live played on television, on the television set above her. She downed the shot of cold sake. I wish I could do that. Kwa. A woman, a term alien to these kind of stories. What? Ugh, alright. In most cases, one was a girl, or at least had the word young prefixed to the word woman. Woman was a poor word for markability. Marketability? I don't freaking know. Evoking the sort of plain Jane, peach-colored underwear one would find on the discount rack at the supermarket. Maybe one time you accidentally walked into your mom changing and glimpsed said underwear. What? No, I have not actually. In other words, completely unexcited. Girl, on the other hand, turned men's eyeballs with the proper intonation. That single word could fill a man's gut with both excitement and unease, restlessness and desire. How skittish men turned upon that singular word and all its suggestiveness. And in other words, also jail time. Alright, let me stop. And everywhere, the mythos of girl saturated the lives of men. She looked down from billboards on top of buildings, spoke to them through speakers, teased them through letters in a magazine. Used to be a member of Quasar myself. 4 days sacked me. Psh, poop eaters. Calling me old, but they don't know a thing about me. Goddamn hypocrites. Pretend to be all pure and innocent. But I know what they're really like, and it ain't anything like what you see on TV. She went on drunkenly, mostly to herself. I could still do it. Just watch me, old man. I'm gonna do it. Maria rounded the bar, her head swaying. I'm gonna be a... You're being loud, woman. Good. You've had enough. Now get back home. Why are they all country? The sliding door slammed shut behind Maria. What did I say her name was? As the barman tossed her out into the winter street. Tush. She bent down and lit a cigarette. I see why you got kicked out of the group now. No, I'm blind. Soga. Poop eaters. All over. She slumped back home, cigarette dangling from her mouth. So what if I'm 25? Still plenty of years left. Not fresh anymore. We want a fresh face. Effing kids. Flooded the market. Peh. Suddenly, bad memories hit her all at once. Standing in a line with girls half her age, begging for another chance. She could see the looks on the other girls. They were laughing at her. The executives were probably laughing at her too. Everyone must have thought she had gone mad. Her stomach turned with humiliation and rage. Poop eaters! She kicked a telephone pole. Whatever. Fine, go in and debut ahead of me. Ha! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Poop face kids. Whoa. No clue what's ahead of them. Heh. Sorry, kid. But your dream of becoming Japan's top idol ain't gonna pass. Just wait till you're sucking off your producer. What? Just wait till you're sucking off your producer every night and chain smoking just to stay afloat. Ha! Where are your dreams gonna be then, kid? I'm really hoping by sucking off producer, she means something else and not what we're thinking of. Maria, I'm just gonna call her, continued her rant against this imaginary girl as she sauntered home. However, a bizarre sight interrupted her. One woman rage against reality. She saw a small figure step above the railing of a nearby bridge. Someone gonna kill themselves? And there's her face. As you can kind of see, I guess. Yeah, you can't really see. I tried, alright. You can kind of see your face, I guess. You fit. Hey, is that my dad? No, let me stop. Hey! The chilly winter breeze ruffled the girl's hair as she gazed down at the riverbank. She had no idea what she was doing or how she had gotten there. Sasami. I wonder if I should just jump. What a strange thought. I wonder why I'm thinking this. And yet, I'm here, standing on the railing. I wonder if this means I should just give up after all. The girl's thoughts were interrupted by Maria's voice. Hey, what are you doing? Now that Maria was so close, she could see that the girl looked like a high schooler. Just why was this kid going to throw away her life? My question is, why is this random dude just standing here? I'm guessing me. Why am I just standing here watching this happen instead of getting the phone or helping Maria? Or, I don't know, like, why am I just standing here watching this all happen like I'm a freaking main character? Oh, wait. You're still young. There's no need to throw your life away so this soon. The girl spun around and faced Maria. Little poop. She got a cute face too, and she's just gonna give up. Get down here now. No, The girl's eyes widened as she shook her hand in panic. There's no need. Maria leaped forward just as the girl lost her balance on the icy railing and fell backwards. Do they die? Like, I would have preferred it. Back then, I might have been a girl who believed in fate. But after a certain point, I decided that life doesn't follow such a fairy tale format. Life doesn't have a moral at the end of the story, and both good and bad things happen for no reason. In the end, we just imagine connections between a series of random, unconnected events to give our lives meaning. So I won't say it was fate, it was merely a chance encounter, which began the story of the 7 broken idols of Starnova, the title of the game. A story of laughs, a story of tears, a secret story of how 7 flawed girls were led by a certain producer, driven only by his desire to create the greatest idol group of all time. You sure that was his only desire? Yes, that is the tale of that producer. This is your story. Oh my god! This is my story! The story of Shining Song Starnova. Yes, I love this beginning. A drunken 25-year-old woman who is sad because she got thrown out of a group because she's old. And then a high schooler girl. Death is only a star's rebirth. Just when I was saying how this is a great beginning about a freaking high school who's about to freaking go commit suicide and this other girl who's freaking like depressed. A great way to start my game. February 1st, 2017. Morning. Brr. Cold, cold, cold. I woke up to the frigid winter morning. Given my current finances, I couldn't afford to turn on the heating and had to sleep wrapped in thick blankets instead. As soon as I tore myself from the sanctuary of my warm futon, I was assaulted from every direction by Old Man Winter. I entered the bathroom trying my best not to faint from both the cold and sleepiness. An unkempt face with weary eyes stared back as I stood before the mirror. I had been employed for the past 2 months after being fired from my last job. Same! Except it was a temporary job, so that's why I was kabooted, but yeah. Thanks to my paltry savings, the past few weeks had been a losing war against eviction and starvation. However, my luck finally turned around. By chance, I encountered my old professor from management school, who happened to own a talent agency. Starting today, I was going to be a producer at Shining Productions, where I could once again manage a group of idols. That was my dream, to become the producer of Japan's greatest idol group. You sure that's your dream? I'm assuming that we're male. But, like, if we were female, that'd be great. That was why well, then again, I guess they don't really say genders. They're just like, you, person. That was why last year, I started working as a manager at Golden Calf Productions, Japan's premier talent agency. Golden Calf manufactured girls into stars. Today, the idols of Golden Calf regularly appeared on national television and consistently filled every concert with attendees. Not only that, but Golden Calf had substantial ties to media corporations as well as the Japanese government. You could call it Japan's #1 idol corporation. I thought I was finally a step closer to realizing my dream when I was hired by Golden Calf last year. However, that dream was abruptly cut short when I was fired due to a certain incident. Ever since then, my life had been a nightmare. I shook my head and cleaned myself up with a razor. So we are male, because last time I checked, I don't have a beard. But now that nightmare was going to end. I was going to grasp the second chance and become an idol producer once more. Gathering my energy, I shook myself awake and left my apartment. That's great. We're outside. After a bit of a walk, I arrived at the Shining production office. I couldn't help but be somewhat taken aback by the crumbling tenement. Tenement? I don't know. Frankly, the apartment was largely a dump, with cracking concrete walls and faded windows, half of which were covered up with plywood. For a while, I was left wondering if I was even at the right location. However, upon closer inspection, a row of faded and peeling stickers spelled out Shining Productions on the second floor window. I swallowed my apprehension and went upstairs, only to be greeted with a cramped office. Hello? I looked around for anyone else. A tiny girl who looked about 14 years old poked her head out from behind a rolling whiteboard. Eh? Oh God, I've seen this character before and I don't like her. I don't like her already. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Like you can kind of see, but she looks kind of like a, you know what I mean, like a female dog. Like that's how I'm seeing right now. Eh? What do you want? Is this Shining Productions? I'm the new producer. The girl suddenly scrambled to attention. I'm Aki-chan, the eternally 12-year-old idol. She's 12. That's where you're losing me, game. Oni-chan, take care of Aki-chan from now, okay? I already don't like her. She's a fake. She's a two-faced. I can already tell. Or else Aki-chan will get upset. Okay, that sounds great. Do you think I care? Like, I already don't like her. Like, what the heck was this sudden 180 personality shift? Ugh, I see. I opened up the portfolio Prof. Akata gave me yesterday. Sure enough, I found Kashiwagi Aki listed as one of the talent candidates for Shining Productions. Kashiwagi Aki, 18 years old. Is she 18? I'm so confused right now. Was a child model, then became an idol at the tender age of 12. I see. Child idols appealed to a certain, very limited subset of the fan base. Hold up. Are we good? Yeah, child idols appeared to be a certain level of the fan base. But no matter what, they had an expiration date, after which their fans suddenly lose interest and turn to the next fresh little thing. Sure, they can try to keep the elementary school or act for as long as they want, but all girls will grow up eventually. Hey, don't look at me like I'm some kind of creeper. I'm just laying things out as they are. Who are you talking to? I bowed a bit to Aki. I look forward to working with you, Kashiwagi-san. Just call me Aki-chan, Oni-chan. Yeah. Well, let's see how long she can keep up with the whole I'm just a stupid little kid tee act. The most important thing was not to get caught up in the act yourself. Never forget these girls are thinking only of themselves. The entertainment industry was a dog-eat-dog world. At the end of the day, what mattered was getting ahead in the rat race. The whole I'm just a weak little girl you need to protect act was for their own benefit. Hey, everyone, the new producer's finally here. The girl went into what looked like a break room where the others were gathered. A hodgepodge of girls emerged. So what was that beginning? Hello? What's going on? Why isn't it working? Hello? No, what the heck's going on? It's not responding! What? This girl just came out of nowhere. Before I could see her, one of the girls retreated back into the room. What was her issue? Was she pulling the I'm just a pure virgin who's scared of men card? So I am a guy. Ugh, that's lame. You should get to pick to be a girl. So, like, hey. Lesbianism? Like, come on, man. Before I could investigate, the oldest-looking woman of the group began talking. Was she supposed to be the ally of this pack? Oh my god, it's this girl again. So you're our new producer, eh? Poop. She stunk of tobacco and booze. At that point, I would have been like, get out. I don't want you. She swaggered side to side as if she was drunk. In fact, given her stench, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she actually was drunk. I don't care if you're some kind of big shot who used to work for Golden Calf. Listen here, little man. I ain't letting you have your way with these girls. I know the way you men think. We're all just walking cash cows to you. To exploit and to use so that you can go swinging your blue cash. I'm onto you, little man. Don't think your words are gonna sway us. And here you have the textbook example of a burned-out idol entering the later half of her 20s. Basically, this is where the end of the line was. Even the best idols eventually lose their youth, and that's when the fans start turning away. Your body suddenly can't pull out those dance moves you used to do well as a teenager. Parts start getting wrinkly and saggy, and so at their wits' end, they crash down the slope of recreation, drugs, and booze. That's nice. Maria, you're drunk again. Haven't we told you not to come to work like this? Shut up. You were there drinking with me too last night. Ah, does it just mean that my body can't handle as much anymore? The blonde girl pushed Maria back into the break room and then returned. Watanabe Julie. My mom is Japanese while my dad is American, if you're wondering about the hair. I wasn't. I really could care less, fam. Yeah. I'm counting on you, producer. As a hafu, I don't know. Idols of mixed ancestry tend to excite fans the same way as exotic animals do at zoos. Blondie emanated a powerful aura about her, as if she expected to be treated like royalty. Just as expected from an idol, huh? After all, American girls have reputations of being more wild. They don't. It depends, I guess. Like, if you're an introvert like myself, then no. So just let the imagination of the fan base run, and they can already conjure up all sorts of unimaginable scenarios in their head about this and that. Oh yeah, here's Julie, by the way. So far, I'm not liking any of these girls. Where's Sasame? She was the only interesting one from when she tried to kill herself in the beginning. I'm not saying she was interesting because of that, but just interesting character. Like, what took her to this point, you know? Conjure up all sorts of imaginable scenarios in their head about this and that. Sometimes guys get tired of jerking off to the same old Japanese face and want something more unique. I was not expecting to read that, but alright, something that they need to tame first. Hey, like I said, I'm just laying it all out as it is. I'm just doing my job here. I'm not here to make friends out of my coworkers. I'm here to make them commercially successful. Sure what, buddy? Natsuki, but she doesn't have pink hair. I'm stuck. Yahoo! Nice to meet you, Pikun. I don't know why I did that. Tanabe Natsuki, but everyone just calls me Natan. Country girl she's country. Now I gotta change the voice. Country girl from Kansai, turned Tokyo Idol. How you do? Country girl from Kansai was right. She seems more a place at the front of the pickup truck on a dirt farm in the road than dancing on the stage. Dang, my dad. Here's Natsuki, by the way. Yeah, she. Again, unless Asami shows up, I'm not really interested right now. Her skin was tanned and brown, as if she spent her entire childhood picking rice in the fields or something. What was a girl like that doing in Tokyo, trying to become an idol? I guess nowadays girls with defects were considered moe, too, but turning a country bumpkin into an idol? No matter how you spun this is going to be a hard sell. I heard my attention to the other two girls. Nemu, okay, Nemu looking interesting. Ara, are you looking at me, producer-kun? I can't, I want to do the voices, but... You can call me Nemu. My hobbies are knitting, cooking, and cleaning. People say I'm a little dense, but let's do our best, okay? What a stereotypical opening! In fact, she was pretty much the conventional image of an idol. Just a little airheaded, domestic, submissive, and just look at those melons dangling from her chest. I told you this producer, man. Although I wonder just how much of that was real and what was fake, and I wasn't just talking about her personality. Wait, did I show her? I don't know if I did. Oh, here she is. She reminds me of the nurse from Yandere Simulator. One of the rivals. Moe, producer-kun, you should know that Nemu's the real deal. You need to be more careful, Oni-chan. Nemu can actually read people's minds with that heart-shaped antenna on her head. Wait, what? Okay, while that seemed pretty far-fetched, it seemed like Nemu was actually pretty clever. I guess despite her airheaded personality, Nemu was sharp at reading people's thoughts. That was a necessary skill for a successful idol in any manner. That only seemed to confirm that Nemu was sharper than she let on. Well, I don't mind if producer Kun is interested in taking a gander. Just to see how much of Nemu is fake. Nemu exposed more of her cleavage in an absent-minded manner, as if stripping down in the middle of the office was a regular occurrence. Is there a bang option in this game? Because if there is... Okay, let's stop. Yeah. Despite being a healthy young man with an unavoidable interest in such matters, I had to remain above the games that these girls play. Yeah, sure you did. Nah, man, like, hey, we'll be doing the physical examination later. I'm not saying no. Understood. The left one girl aside for the one who hid from me. What is this? What is this dialogue? What happened to the girl from the beginning? Is she not here no more? Mika. I think this is the one my friend likes. I think this is the one that you like. Is this? I feel like you like her. I feel like I can already tell from the hair and the outfit and her smirkage. Foo foo foo. Poop. I already have an insanely bad feeling about her. Same dog. This servant of the dark song beckons you, my new master. The trials of this one have been grave, filled with many hopeless battles, and at the end I feared I had sustained a mortal wound. What the flip is wrong with this girl? But I see that my brave black knight has arrived at the appointed hour to save this lowly one from her fate. Make haste, O dark one, and taint this one with your black, so that I may rise yet again, not as a pitiful mortal, but as an undead. What is wrong with these women? At this point, I would have quit the job and been like, you know, this dream ain't worth it. This here is someone referred to as a chunibyo. Thanks to a certain late-night anime, acting like a full middle schooler has been all the rage with the Akiba folk lately. From light novels to eroge to anime, characters of this flock were propagating everywhere. It was only a matter of time until they seeped into the idol world as well. Oh, Dark One, why do you pause so? Is it that you desire to see this maiden suffer? Not feeling like playing along. I just looked at her information from my portfolio. 20 years of age. She's 20? She doesn't look 20. High school diploma, but everything else in her resume after that was just a giant blank. No prior work experience in the idol industry. Hashimoto Miku-san, I presume. I look forward to working with you. Ah, the Dark One has acknowledged this one. Shut up, Chuni-chan. No one can understand what you're saying. That seemed to put a stop to Mika's act. She pouted and looked away from Aki. So the two of them didn't get along. I'll have to be careful. Well, that was everyone for now. Hey, where's Sasa-chan? Aki peered. There we go. Here's the girl I actually care about and like. Aki peered into the break room and pulled her out. This girl. She was the one from that incident. The one that got me fired from Golden Calf. Oh, that sucks. No wonder she hit herself the instant she saw me. What was she doing here? Come to think of it, she most likely got fired after what happened too. Did she sign on with the Shining Productions after that? This coincidence was too convenient. Most likely the professor purposely hired the both of us to work together. Precisely knowing the details of that incident. That would explain why a fired producer like me was suddenly hired out of the blue for this agency. So the professor played a fast one on me, huh? I rubbed the back of my head in frustration. Something wrong? No. For now, I didn't want to share the particulars of my exit from Golden Calf with the other girls. Shimazaki Sasami-san. I look forward to working with you. Yes, I look forward to working with you too, Mr. Producer. With that said, Sasami retreated behind the other girls. Sasa-chan, you're always too shy. You'll never become an idol with that kind of attitude. Sorry. With that, the self-introductions were over. As if on cue, Prof. Okada walked to the door. Good morning. Good morning, Professor. All of them combined, whatever. Okay, out of all of these girls, the only one I have interest in is the pink-haired girl. I already forgot her name. Nemu, freaking, I don't know. And Sasami. Other than that, all these other girls suck. To be honest. Like, Natsuki, maybe, I don't know. Ah, good morning. My apologies for my tardy arrival. It appears you girls have already met. Meet? Alright, your new producer. Prof. Okada introduced me once more to the girls. Nishiyama-kun is a former student of mine. While he's still young, he is a diligent worker who will do everything in his power to turn everyone into successful idols. Please work hard together. Understood. I'm counting on each and every one of you. As I said, starting from today, I'll be shining my dumb butt. Freaking, that was me. I'm counting on each and every one of you. As I said, starting from today, I'll be Shining Productions' new producer. Even though we're starting from scratch, I want to accomplish big things together. Big things, huh? I understand all of you applied to become talents at our agency. Before we formalize your work contract, there are certain criteria to be met. First, we'll begin with physical examinations, followed by individual interviews. We are still a small agency, so in the end, you are only applicants. Please do your best to relax and convey your natural personality.
Teehee, Oni-chan's sure a pervert. Want to see Aki-chan the way she was born on the first day of the job.
Idiot, we'll be wearing swimsuits, obviously. While you're preparing for the examination, please also take your measurements. Of course, they will be kept confidential, so feel at ease. We will use your measurements to prepare your stage uniforms, so do your best to get accurate results. Okay. Now, does this place have a changing room? I looked around and found nothing of avail.
Time for the producer to vacate.
With a grin, Natan carted me out of the office into the cold hallway. I guess that meant no. Nah, fam, I don't mind seeing them change. Alright, stop. Julie stood on her tippy toes and grabbed a cardboard box from the top of the steel shelf.
Ooh, be careful.
While Maria was the tallest of the bunch, it was clear from her drunken swaying that she lacked the capacity to grab the box. Looks like this is where the swimming suits are. Julie opened the box and sure enough saw a set of swimming wear inside. Aki dropped a coil of measuring tapes onto the table.
Yahoo! Let's strip.
Well, I guess we have to do it. Julie reached into her skirt and pulled down her panties. Why am I here? Hey, maybe this game ain't a waste of time after all. I'm gonna just show you a quick peek. Oh god. Yeah, that's all I'm showing you guys. Maybe this game ain't a waste of time after all if I get to see this. Can we see something else? Stop. It's black. What? What's wrong with black? I was joking. There's a nipple in this game. Like, hey, I ain't gonna say no. Hey, girl, what is up? I didn't take a picture. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, stop. Nemu's behemoth chest pulled out as she unclipped her bra. They're like 2 watermelons. Nemu stuck her tongue out as she wrapped a measuring tape around her mammies. Am I in the room? Goo. I guess. I don't know. I bet you Nemu's chest is wider than my butt. What is wrong with these girls? Listen up, girls. Maria interrupted the girl's tomfoolery. That new producer's up to no good. I recognize his face back from when I was with Golden Calf. Even though we've never talked personally, all the men who work there are the same. He'll sucker us with big promises, like we'll be famous and have millions of fans. He'll probably go on and on about how he can get us lives and how great the idols he produces turn out. And then he'll make us sign a bunch of fishy contracts, and that's when the nice guy act will end. He'll force us to do this and that, topless photo shoots, make us eat bugs on live television, and that's the tip of the iceberg. Who knows what new punishment games he'll devise next? And after he's through with us, he'll just cut us loose and say things like, "You're not just fresh enough anymore." Heh. Away from the eyes of the producer, Aki's personality had completely transformed. We all know Maria's not cut out for this sort of work. What's wrong with putting ourselves out there? I say bring on the revealing photo shoots. I'll pose with my boobs cupped in the hands a thousand times if it means I could stand on stage. An idol who's scared of fan service doesn't deserve to be an idol at all. Just because Maria screwed up her shot to become an idol doesn't mean she has to ruin it for the rest of us. You don't even know half of what it's like. Could it be that Aki-chan doesn't mind posing topless because she don't have nothing to hide up there? You always have to open your mouth. There you go. A flat chest is an appeal point in today's market. Is this a porn game? Because, like, I'm not going to say no, but, like, what is going on? Why are they just freaking pulling out their titties? Aki let her bra drop and puffed up her chest with pride. Yes. When I played a game about being a producer, this is what I imagined. Doing my clients. True enough, her chest was nothing to write home about. Her little moans were but little mochi cakes next to Nemu's jugs of wonder. What is this game? Hope no one comes in while I'm playing this, cause god dang. My god. I'm not taking pictures, I swear. Alright. True enough, yeah, her chest was like, yeah, I don't care. I've skipped drinking milk for the past 6 years just for my fans. Wait, what? I don't drink milk because I don't like it. Freaking. Everyone? The girls turned to face Sasami, whatever. Surprised the usual quiet girl has spoken. The producer's not a bad guy. I think we should trust him. Boy, girls who trust others so easily get eaten alive in this industry, you know. Eaten alive. No, actually, I know the producer back from when we both worked at Golden Calf. Eh? Then why didn't you say something earlier? Well, it's not exactly like we know each other well. In fact, I've only met him once. Once? And you think we should trust him because of that? You're just... Anyways, that one time was enough for me to believe he's not a bad guy. Just what makes you think that? Well, Sasami's voice trailed off. Ah, maybe Sasa-chan confessed to the producer that one time. No, that's not it, Natan. Figures. With that, the girls finished putting on the swimsuits and measuring themselves. Their discussion left unresolved. The Shining Productions office consisted of just a small break room and a main office. There was a separate dance studio on the first floor of the tenement. How long is this demo? We haven't even done like actual gameplay yet. All we've been doing is rating, which the office leased for practices. Overall, we just had the barest minimum level of faculties required to run a model agency, an idol agency. I don't freaking know anymore. The Golden Cab offices where I used to work had floors upon floors of photo stages, various sets used for shooting PVs, as well as facilities, whatever, for talents such as spas, pools, and restaurants. Compared to all that, we essentially worked in squalor. I sat at my new desk located at one of the corners of the office space and reviewed the girls. The physical examination was merely a check for obvious problems with the talent's physical appearances, large birthmarks, stretch marks, scars, etc. Reduce a candidate's commercial value, and so every talent had to be screened for such defects. Again, with those judgmental looks, I'm such a producer doing his job. But put those fixed words down. Ahem. Please slowly rotate yourselves so that I can get a clear view of you at every angle. The girls did as I asked, but it didn't sound like any of them had any problems, not like I had anticipated any. As one could expect from girls applying to be adults, each of their bodies had their respective charm. There was no question that the average man on the street would be overjoyed to have any one of these girls even express interest in him.
You want Aki-chan to get into a sexy pose for you?
No, that won't be necessary. Okay, looks like everyone passes. You can go ahead and get dressed now. We're all ready? And I got all excited to get in the swimsuit. It kind of made me think we were all headed to the beach or something. Of course we weren't going to do that in February, you idiot.
Figures. Hey, Oni-chan, does this mean that we'll be debuting as a unit?
Aki poked her head into my physical space by leaning on my desk. That's currently in the planning stages. For now, the presumption is that all 7 of you will be working together in the same unit. Of course, that does not rule out the possibility of subunits or solo work as well. In other words, nothing much has been decided, huh? The girls lingered in their swimsuits, apparently too focused on asking me questions. I'm already getting bored of this game. Like, I don't know, I'm not really a visual novel person. I'd rather play the KFC dating game than play this. I could understand where they were coming from, though. No doubt they all had questions about what was going to happen next.
What about photo shoots, radio shows, or television appearances?
We're working on that as well.
Hurry, Oni-chan. Aki-chan wants to do some sexy gravure.
Aki winked at me and bent down, pulling attention to her petite collarbones. Never mind that. We need a debut song before anything. Where are we even going to get a song? I will be preparing that. You? So you have a songwriter lined up? No. Actually, I'll be writing it. Eh? I may not look like it, but I'm also a composer. Well, would you look at that? Pikun's all surprisingly talented fellow. How'd they know my name started with a P? And stuff. I'll have to listen to what he makes before making that judgment. Whatever. Ahem, well, I guess we can get right to the interviews then. Despite the girls still wearing nothing but swimsuits, none of them particularly seemed opposed to continuing discussions respected of idol candidates. As you most likely are aware, our company requires all talents to follow a code of conduct. Now, I would say we're more relaxed than most other agencies, but please try to conduct yourselves in a manner befitting future idols. First off, have any of you had any past or current relationships with men? Obviously not.
Aki-chan's too young for that.
Yeah, Natan's such a loser. Never even had a boyfriend before. I can claim no experience myself. None. The Dark Lord is the only man I serve. I can't say I ever have. Well, no surprises there. Besides, even if these girls are total players who cycle one guy every week, it's not like any of them are going to confess to their producer right now. The only reason my producer even asked the question to set up a legally valid claim for fraud if we discover later that the girls aren't as virginile as they claimed. I'm just performing my due diligence to the company. So if you're not a virgin, you can't be an idol? That's so dumb. Like, who's gonna know? Like, only the producer's gonna know. You're gonna spread out the information. Oh, by the way, this idol's not a virgin. So what your dreams were about her being a pure innocent soul is not true. Like, after asking a few more questions and receiving various generic, non-offensive answers from the girls, the interview concluded. Well, you could say everyone passes. Alright! Wasn't it obvious? We were the only candidates. For now, I prepared a lesson plan consisting of dance and vocal practices. Please devote yourself to the lessons. Understood. I guess we don't really have a choice. Alright, let's get to it. I don't know. I'm about to give up on these voices. Now, please get prepared for the afternoon dance session. The girls eyed me. Oh. I stood and vacated the premises once more before they changed. The girls stood around in shorts and t-shirts in the dance studio in preparation for their first lesson. Well, this is a little exciting, isn't it? It feels like things are finally starting up again. I wonder what our new dance instructor is going to be like. I hope the instructor's not too strict. I entered the room pushing a cart with a DVD player and a television screen on top. Girls gathered around as I pushed the cart to the front of the studio. Don't tell me. I put a DVD into the player and turned the screen on. A recording of a dance instructor played on the television. These DVDs will be your lessons for now. You mean we won't even have live instruction? Figures. I guess a cheap agency like this wouldn't be able to afford a real instructor after all. Not Tom. That girl had one heck of a mouth. She seemed like one of those provincial blockheads who just spoke off whatever was in her head without a lick of restraint. I rubbed the back of my head, feeling awkward as heck. Please bear with the individual practices for now. The girls stared at me, their previous enthusiasm wiped from their eyes. My previous enthusiasm has been wiped from my eyes. I'm about to end this video, God. Like, we're just gonna stop at 45 minutes, if I even look at it. Understood. Meanwhile, I'm here drinking some. The girls slumped through practice with the barest minimum of effort. Everyone sighed and changed back into the regular clothes as practice came to an end. Good work, everyone. Everyone murmured good work to each other. Ara. Everyone's a little down, aren't they? That goes without saying. Honestly, I'm disappointed that this agency would be better than this. Are we really going to be able to become idols like this? Oh, well, it's all because we messed up our chances before. It's not like we're little youngins anymore. That train's already sailed past. Not time. For whatever. I've got to get to work now. Maria's working 2 jobs? 3? What do you expect? How are we supposed to survive in this town just doing this?
Natan's got work too. What kind of work? Construction. Somehow that sounds like it suits you, Natan.
Yeah, we're at 45 minutes, but I'll under 50 because it's getting boring.
Ooh, haha. Gotta build up the muscles. What about you, Sasa-chan? Me? I just help out my parents' business. And it's an old karaoke bar. That sounds nice. I just live with my parents.
Everything's easier when you're young, huh?
Seriously, it's not like I want to, but I don't really have a choice. What about Mika-chan and the rest? This one's life is devoted to the Black Road. A servant of the Black does not require earthly sustenance. Devotion to the path is all one needs. In other words, you're just in need, huh? Well, I guess I do some other stuff too. Like, I don't freaking know, man. This game sucks. Like, no offense, but like, this game ain't pulling me in. The only character I really care about is Sami. Other than that, I don't care about the rest. I don't even care about myself. Stuff. She does porn. Hey, what's up, dog? Nemu. Ah, look at the time. I gotta get going. Okay. Let's get going. The first group went upstairs to say goodbye to me in the office and then exited the office. To kill myself because of how dumb this is. Alright. And it's February 2nd. Is there a save option? Yeah, let's save. Yeah. Alright, guys. So that's the end of this. I don't know if I'll continue. Maybe just see where the demo eventually ends. But for now, yeah. This video is long. You can't even see the screen. Every time. And yeah, it's like 4 a.m. right now, so yeah, I gotta go to sleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part. It's kind of more reacting, playing. But I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, bye.